We're here with Tim Slade, Supercars driver, but you're driving a World Time Attack this year. Why do you like World Time Attack? What brings you back?
I did the event, I've done it 3 times now. First time was back, I think 2016 or 2017 in this car, but it was a lot different to what it is now. It's an awesome event, super exciting, lots of different cars, completely different crowd to any other motor racing event that I've ever been a part of.
You said you've driven this car before, but it's had a bit of a makeover since then. How is it now to drive? What's different?
So different engine, that's probably the main thing. I actually drove the car last year with some of the changes, but not really in anger. The engine actually expired before we did any fast laps. So compared to when I drove it properly last, it's got the paddle shift as opposed to the sequential. Traction control. The aero's a little bit different, and this year, a big difference for all the pro class is a slick tyre as opposed to the R-spec tyre. So yeah. It's some all changes which I guess make my job easier.
Does that give you an advantage then, because you're used to driving on slick tyres?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it is only for the pro and pro-am classes. So I think, you know, a lot of the guys, well, particularly in the pro class, would have driven on slick tyres before. So, and I mean, with the like aero grip that the cars produce, even on the R-spec tyre, like, you know, there's some cars getting around turn 1 flat out at close to, you know, 300 kilometres an hour. So. Yeah, I think the bigger gains from the slick tyre will come, you know, in the not so high speed corners like turn 1 at Sydney Motorsport Park. It'll be in the, you know, the low to mid speed stuff. So I don't think it'll be much of an advantage for me, no.
And how's the car been today? How's it feeling?
Good. Yeah. No, we haven't had any dramas. Just a bit of a program to get through, really. Because it's nice because I don't have to be too reserved in driving it. We just got the engine pretty well wound down, even though it's still producing quite a lot, but nowhere near its full potential. So yeah, no, it's all going well, and I think we'll get another test day in at Sydney in a couple of months' time, which will be good.
What does World Time Attack do for you as a Supercars driver?
Oh, I guess as a driver, yeah, you love driving. So Supercars, there's only, you know, we only have 12 events a year, 3 test days. So yeah, out of the whole year, it's actually not that much driving. So you know, I normally, I guess, jump at opportunities to do some other racing. So it's, you know, it's fairly well chalk and cheese, this compared to the Supercar, but I think it's one of those things. It's hard to directly measure, but I think any driving that you can do is good. You know, for the main job, which is Supercars. So whether that's, you know, in a go-kart or doing speedway or you know, jumping in this thing and you know, doing some laps, you're still, I guess, going through the same thought processes of extracting, you know, the time out of the car. So. Yeah, like I said, one of those things, it's hard to measure, but I think definitely doesn't do you any harm. But like any other sport, I think the more practice you can do, the better.
Is this the fastest car you've ever driven?
It is the fastest car I've ever driven. I had to have a little think about that before, but yeah, definitely the fastest. The Supercar is probably the most amount of power, like outside of this thing, which I think they're about 600 to 650, whereas this is close to double that.
Does that get a bit scary, or?
No, it's good fun. It's a pretty big rush actually. And then yeah, just the grip is crazy. Like, I mean, I've driven some open wheelers in the past, like say Formula 3, and then done some laps in an LMP3 car. So I guess it's comparable in that sense of, you know, the cornering with you know, a decent tyre and some aero. But yeah, this thing is yeah, next level with anything really compared to anything I've driven before.